Video from me. This is the first in what I hope to be a series called Common Nonsense. The topic of this particular one is a continuation of my first video. Now, I talked a lot about my involvement in Popcorn Planet and its, buddy channels, Stuff the Alter Nerd, Nerd Report, and Jody's Corner. It's all over my blog. You can find a link to that on my channel. So, in all of that, I explored what happened to cause me to break from his channel and his communities and my feelings surrounding all of it. And the man just keeps sort of coming back like a cockroach. I think, I'm done with him. And then he just skitters across the floor. And every time I speak up, his fans do their best to smack me down. Even worse, he's now conned some content creators that I enjoy into backing what I consider a misguided hashtag I stand with Andy debacle. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. Oh, as you can see here, I hope, this is a graphic somebody created. This is, just look at the two of these. They are not alike, okay? They are not at all alike. Back in, 2019, Andy was accused of harassment by at least two women. I think there was at least one more. I don't really know. And one of them actually accused him of something further, and he was fired from his job, and he was quote unquote canceled. Apparently he had a channel on YouTube that was, there was a company behind it, and they fired him. He did sue them, and he settled with them. No, it was before 2019. He made his video showing his, quote, proof in 2019 to show that he was innocent of the greater charge. And since he was, never charged criminally, then we have to assume that he is innocent of that. But the thing is that he dips back in, it seems like at least once a year, maybe more often, just to call out his old Screen Junkies friends. That was the name of the channel that he was on, that he created honest trailers for or something. I don't know. I wasn't into all that, so I knew nothing about any of this. And so, even though they haven't said anything to my knowledge, not his ex-co-workers, not the girl he continues to tag on Twitter every time he gets a bee in his bonnet about it, it's just, I don't know, it's frustrating. And so here, this is the Twitter thread. Hang on, oops. All right, so for those without critical thinking skills, I'm going to lay this out for you. As you can see, Andy quoted someone or something named Vivid Vocals, targeting his 2019 video. That's the one where he showed his proof. So as I put here, This entity is relatively new, yet seems to have their own YouTube channel. I have no idea who Vivid Vocal is. Vivid Vocals. And so this is what he posted. Amber Heard's PR team is so desperate they got bots who block me, trying to remove my channel to Team YouTube, hide evidence that declares my innocence, praise my abuser, and silence me, the actual victim. These supporters are vile and pathetic. So here's where this Vivid Vocal tagged Team YouTube, and they basically, Team YouTube did respond, and they said, did you report it within the YouTube app? Nobody knows. But I did go and look, and the video is still up. And this, what was the date on this? Oh. I have no idea. Huh. Anyway, it's relatively recently. Oh, there it is, 6/20/22. But I think it took Andy, I don't know, a good week or so. So anyway, so there's absolutely no proof that Vivid Vocals is in any way, shape, or form part of AH's PR team. Like I already said, Andy's video is still up, so I'm not sure what the fuss is about, except for the fact that Andy glommed onto the situation for some reason. And what could that be, I wonder? Sarcasm. And the second tweet of the thread, Andy calls out his accuser again. And I probably should have blacked this out, but so, and then the third tweet, he gives his Cash App so folks can help him take legal action of some sort. Is he going to go after Vivid Vocals, his accuser, who also, by the way, has absolutely nothing to do with the above screenshotted tweet by Vivid Vocal after either. Amber Heard's PR team, same argument. You see, that's it. Is one person may or may not have complained about one video, and that's all you can really see from this whole thing. One person or entity, one video that may or may not have been tagged, has not been removed, and so I don't understand why, how this, what this has to do with Johnny Depp or Amber Heard. It's just complete and utter nonsense, in my opinion. Okay, so let's see. While Andy has proven that he and his main accuser had a consensual affair at one point, he dismisses all the rest as something he has learned his lesson from. But has he really? This is where my doubt lies. I participated in a late-night drunken stream. I don't really drink, so I was sober, as well as a live sexologist Valentine's Day stream. I probably would have skipped both of those, but I was a moderator on his channels at that time, so I felt I needed to be there. Then there's a video he has pinned as an intro to his channel, which involves two women making out in an elevator. I realize he's proud that he broke the story and that it was picked up by in mainstream media with his watermark all over every single picture, but it feels skeevy, and to me it reeks of exploitation. So he claims he's somehow comparable to Johnny Depp and that he's being attacked, like I said, by Amber Heard's PR team, which is ludicrous at best, and the comparison is just disgusting. So, you know, this whole give me money just in case I may or may not need a lawyer, it's plain and simple, it's a cash grab. The man has a mountain-sized ego that his community feeds into. So do any content creators that have fallen for this latest scam. And that is really where I'm having trouble, because I've seen a few videos, saying, "Oh, help poor Andy. They're trying to take his channel down." I haven't seen any proof of that. I've seen a single tweet. That's it. Except for all the fuss he's making. So his main accuser has done her best to move on, even though Andy tags her on Twitter every chance he gets. People are like, she deserves to be called out over and over and over and over again, because she, quote, ruined him. First, he's clearly no longer ruined, since he's got about 2/3 of a million subs on YouTube. I don't know what percentage are also paid members, and the majority of those are probably at the lowest tier of $5.99 a month. It goes up to, like, I think $50 a month for producer level. Although I think he also has a fund for producers and editors. You see, it's kind of convoluted. Anyway, so I mean, I've done the math, and I get a baseline of like 50 grand a month. Now that may seem like a lot, but it is a lot. And then there's ad revenue, super chats, folks tipping him a, quote, 2-drink minimum via Cash App, PayPal, and Stream Elements. Anyway, more on that in a second. So if you look on his channel, you will see approximately, I don't know, once a year or so he calls out his former co-workers. And then, he tags his accuser on Twitter, which he's done more than once. But it seems like the person in question and his former colleagues have moved on. They really don't talk about him. Moving on is a wonderful idea. And guess who has also done that? Johnny Depp. And who hasn't? Amber Heard. Let that sink in. So I'll probably get some haters that will say, I don't know, I'm jealous of Andy, that I hate him. And to be honest, I don't hate him. I don't hate anybody. I don't like the guy. I feel that it's necessary to point out. I mean, this whole thing, it's a flagrant cash grab. And I can't help but point it out. I'm trying to warn people. So I might be a little jealous of the money, but rumor has it is that he's buying a new house. And his co-host, Steph, who also has her own channel, is buying a new condo. Do you know what I'd buy if people, gave me tips or whatever? Groceries. I'd buy groceries. I'd also pay some past due bills, because we're having some money issues currently. But a lot of people have problems like this, and Andy wants you to help pay for a lawyer that I'm highly doubtful he actually needs. That's another thing to think about. His claims are complete nonsense, in my opinion. Hence the name, Common Nonsense. Anyway, thank you for watching, and much love and peace to you all.